Welcome to Candace and TV. I do a little bit of everything, and in this video I'm going to show you guys how to write and draw using your Cricut machine. So go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe, and let's get into the video. So I'm going to start off by going to my search engine of choice, which is Safari, and then go into Google and type in Christmas ornament coloring sheets. You can use this method for any special occasion that may require a card, so maybe a birthday or whatever. And I'm going to go to the first ornament that I like, and I'm going to hold my finger down on the image and add that to my photos. So now that I have my image, I'm going to go into Phonto to do my text. Click the camera at the bottom in the center, plain images, the white square at the top on the right, and then the icon at the top on the right, and then using save. And then this screen is going to pop up. You can click anywhere, and once you do that, it's going to give you the option to add text. So click add text and then type in whatever text you want to say. Mine is going to say Merry Christmas. These are for some Christmas cards. And don't worry, I do not plan on using this font. This is just the one that is defaulted to. And I'm going to center it. And like always, I'm going to tell y'all why I love Phonto so much. It's so many different fonts that you can choose from on here, and they're all free. Like, it's so many fonts, and I say this in almost every video, but I love Phonto just for that reason. Cricut Design Space is trying to make you pay for it, but Phonto is like, here, they're free, use them. But these are all the options, but I'm going to use an option that I got from the font, and I have a video about that. The link is in the description box, as well as the iCard somewhere on the screen. So this is what the text I'm going to use. I'm going to change the color of it to black just so I can see it whenever I center it on the screen. And there it is centered. Now I can click on the icon at the bottom on the right to save my text, and it's going to save that to my photos as well, and then click OK. Now I can go to Cricut Design Space, New Project, and click on Shapes at the bottom and choose a square. I'm going to make that the width of 7 and the height of 5. Make sure you click on the little unlock button in between so you can change them independently. The reason I'm doing this is the size of my envelope, so I can have a reference and my design won't be too big or too small for my actual envelope. So I'm going to move that up here and then click upload and then select from photo library. And I'm going to pick the ornament first, and this is the one I'm just going to remove the unwanted space. So click remove at the bottom, and then use that square that's up there at the top to make sure that you're removing all of the pieces that you don't need there. You just want to leave back, like, you just want it to look like a coloring sheet when you're finished. Just make sure you remove all of the pieces that you don't need, and just pay attention to the little details. It's a lot of little pieces on this one, so if you have one that is a little bit more simple, you won't have to worry about that. And also I have some writing, so I'm going to click crop and remove that writing at the bottom. Then click next 2 times, and it's going to bring this screen up, and you'll click the cut option and just name it whatever you want to name it. And then I'm going to click save, and then this screen is going to pop up, and you're going to pick the image that you just removed the background from, and then click insert. And then I'm going to do the same thing for Merry Christmas. So I'm going to go to upload whenever I finish playing around moving the ornament. Upload, and then select from photo library and pick the text Merry Christmas. And then you're going to do the same thing, click remove and get rid of all of the background. And then next 2 times. This is very easy, just make sure you get the inside of your letters. Then you click next 2 times. This screen is going to pop up. You click cut again, and then you name it whatever you want to name it, and then save. Once it's saved, this screen will pop up. You click the image that you want, and then click insert. So I have both of my designs on my screen now, and we're going to move into the next step. Now that I have my designs ready to be sized and moved, I'm going to just use my rectangle that I created earlier, because it's no longer a square, and I'm just going to adjust the size of my Merry Christmas as well as my ornament so that it fits onto my actual card. This will just depend on how big your card is. Mine is a 7x5, so that's what I'm going off of, and that's what I'm using that rectangle as a reference, so I don't make my designs too big and I don't make them too small. So that's what you see me doing now, is just adjusting the size. So just adjust it to fit your card. Go ahead and like this video if it's helping you. Comment what video I should do next using my Cricut, and subscribe just so you can know when I post that next video. It might be the video that you suggest. Now select one of your designs, and up under edit should say operation basic cut, And then this screen will come up, and the option where it says basic cut, you're going to drop that box down to pen, select that, pick whatever you're using to draw, and then click apply, and then do it again for your other option. Go to operation basic cut, and then this screen will come up, change that to pen, and then apply. And now you have it where it's not going to cut the image, it's going to draw it using your pen. So I'm going to remove them off of this rectangle and click the X to get rid of it because I no longer need it. Once I do that, I'm going to duplicate both of my designs because I can put 2 cards on my Cricut mat. So up under actions, you're going to go over to duplicate and do that for both designs. It doesn't really matter where you put it now because I'm going to use snap mat, but go to actions, duplicate, and it's going to give you 2 of them. However many you need, that's how many you can make, and then click make it whenever you have them where you want them. I don't know, I just want them in order. So click make it, and this is what's going to come up. I'm going to click snap mat at the bottom, and like I said, I have 2 envelopes on there, and I'm going to use that. And then I'm just going to place my designs where I want them. I'm just going to alternate which side I have them on. So for one, I'm going to have Merry Christmas on one side, and on the other, I'm going to have Merry Christmas on the other side, vice versa for the ornament. So that's what I'm doing here, is so that it will draw it where I want it to be drawn at. And just make sure you don't have it going off of your envelope so that it actually draws on the envelope and not on your mat. So that's what I'm doing here, is placing my designs where I want them on my envelope. Now that I have my design where I want it on my envelope, I'm going to click next, and then this screen will come up, and you're going to select the Cricut that you'll be using for your project. Like I'm using more than one. And then after that is selected, your next screen will be the screen of just basically following the instructions. Make sure you set your material to what it needs to be set to, and it's going to tell you when to load and when to press go. But before we do that, I'm going to show you guys how to load your pen into your machine. So open that latch, press it down, give it a little bit of pressure, not as much as me, and then close it back up, and you're ready to go. That light that's flashing, you'll click that to load your mat, and then when it's ready to go, that light will start flashing, and you'll click that, and your machine will start drawing out. If it's not all the way down in, your pen is not all the way down in, then what you'll need to do is basically you can pause it and you can restart the project, but just make sure you push it down so that it's all the way through, so that it doesn't miss anything while it's drawing or writing. And that's it. So I've drawn and I've written on my envelopes that I'm going to be giving out for Christmas. So if you get one, you're welcome. Go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe, and watch some more videos.